As you know, me and my family were looking to bounce out of the US for all of the reasons. And one of the things that was required was a background check. Why, you ask? Because countries are mad vigilant about not letting in criminals and creep shows, which I fully appreciate. But the road to getting our background checks in Los Angeles was fraught with frustration and honestly failure, a lot of failure. So I'm gonna share footage from that experience with you and give you some pro tips so hopefully you have a smoother experience than we did. But first, hit that like and subscribe button and check out lookingtobounce.com for more resources and insights, and check us out on Instagram at lookingtobounce. Thank you. So this is the first time we went for our criminal background checks. We are in the car and we're walking the dog. And, well, not we. This is the royal we, which means my husband's walking the dog. And we are getting ready to go for our FBI fingerprinting. Word to the wise, when you go to search the post office and it shows like where they are and the hours and all that kind of stuff, none of that's correct. So we're going to have to try this again on a different day. Take two, new hair, who dis, on our way to the post office for the second time to try and do our FBI fingerprints clearance for our visa. So we'll see if we are successful this time.
We're smarter than the average bird.
There we go.
We were able to get our European passport photos, and we were able to do our digital fingerprints. So then we'll see what happens from here. I'm not exactly sure what, but we did it. Yay.
Third time's the charm.
Yeah, third time. Yeah, oh yeah, and we had to go to a different post office because the other post office, their whole thing was broken, so we had to go to another town. Nuts. But now we're gonna go get something to eat. I'm sure you're like, so what's this video about? Because it looks like mission accomplished. Not so much though, because we got that more than 6 months before our VFS appointment. For those of you who don't know, there's an appointment that you do in the States if you're trying to go to Portugal, to other countries too, but Portugal is our experience. And you go to an office called VFS and you have to bring them all kinds of documents and paperwork so that you can get your visa so that you can go to your country of choice. We actually hired a consulting firm called Atlantic Bridge who helped us to get everything together for our appointment. They have not sponsored this video, but they could if they wanted to. Hey Atlantic Bridge, how you doing? Once we hired the consultants and got all the 411 on what we actually needed, we found out that our background checks had expired because we got them way too early. We knew we needed them, so we're like, let's get this out the way. It was way too early, and we had to do it again. And when we tried to do it again is when it got complicated. We had to go do new background checks. We went to the post office in Eagle Rock, and turns out their machine just isn't working. Now we have a document that we need to get notarized to get our new copies of our marriage certificate and our daughter's birth certificate, because you can't use the certificate that you had from whenever it happened because that's old. It has to be within 6 months. So we have to get new copies that say they were reprinted within the last 6 months.
If we had thought about it, we would have gotten married and had 2 kids all in the last 6 months.
Yeah.
We weren't thinking ahead.
We
That's
weren't
on
thinking
us.
ahead. That's, our bad. Trying to get stuff together to immigrate to another country is like crazy when you have a job, but you can't immigrate to another country without a job. Went to the first notary spot and their notary is not in.
Too bad we weren't notified ahead of time.
Success. UPS store came through. Rose at the UPS store in Eagle Rock. My girl, she was dope. She was nice. She was efficient. And she notarized our thing. I'm not getting fingerprinted today, but we're getting something done. And since the list is very long of things that need to get done, I'll take literally anything. Like anything. Day 2. Trying to get a criminal background check FBI background check. Trying to go to a post office that has a machine that works. You like that song? Background check, a doop dap doo ba doop a dap a doo, bop bop a doo bop bop a doo bop bop beep bop beep up boop, pow. So we have struck out yet again, 2 days in a row, trying to get our FBI screening, our fingerprints. We went to the post office in Glendale, their machine's not working. We went back to the one in Eagle Rock, their machine's still not working. So I don't know where we're supposed to get fingerprints or do any of this, but I don't know. What are you supposed to do?
You think I know?
I know you don't know. We got our fingerprints done there.
Their machine was working-ish.
Like Brian's clammy ass hands, like we're able. Your hands are always clammy. You're like, you just like stay moist, dog. You stay
it's
moist.
Like a rainy day. It's a
I mean, when he walks through the house like with bare feet, there's like condensation on the floor from like all of his moisture. It's really annoying. But like,
why are you bringing my feet into this?
I'm just as an example, context. So like, his fingers are like bloop, 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 green, green, green on the fingerprints. Meanwhile, mine are like red. Are those even fingers? We don't know. It's garbage.
I know.
And we had to do it so many times. Like, and still like my pinky and my ring finger, nothing. And still like on either hand, like it was just absolute trash.
Yeah, we ultimately had to just submit them.
We had to just submit them and hope that they accept them. But if they don't, then I'm gonna have to do this again. And it's very aggravating. And I still have to go to the passport office because apparently my children's passport information just disappeared in progress. I'm like, nothing is easy, everything is hard, and no one listens. And I feel like I'm having a bit of a mental break. Also, I haven't had any coffee yet this morning or anything to eat. So, fun on fun on fun.
All right, well, I gotta call my mom something about the cemetery.
Oh, God. We did it. Finally. I mean, you already know we did it because obviously we live in Portugal now. So, I mean, we did it. But here are my biggest takeaways for you to help you when you're doing it. 1, calm yourself. Don't jump the gun like we did and try to get things knocked off your list before you even know what the list is. Find out what you need and then attack it systematically. 2, I'm gonna repeat, don't trust the post office hours. They don't update that mess. They don't do it. And 3, don't have dry garbage fingers like I do. Hydrate, girl. Hydrate, son. See ya.
Like and subscribe.